The bloody hands in the elevator. The camera showed her stepping into the elevator, her hands covered in blood. But what truly chilled everyone was the faint smile on her lips. That afternoon, the shopping mall was bustling with people rushing home after work. It was peak hour, noisy, crowded, chaotic. But then, the security team noticed something strange on the surveillance footage from elevator number 3. A young woman in a gray coat entered alone. Her left hand was smeared with blood, staining the elevator buttons. She didn't look panicked. She didn't call for help. She just stood there silently, wiped her hands with a tissue, and smiled. Not a manic smile, a soft, quiet one, like she had just finished something difficult. The footage showed no one else with her. No sounds of a struggle. No reports of an assault. No body. No emergency calls. The management team was alarmed. They followed the elevator's route, searched every floor, restrooms, hallways, parking garage. Nothing. Not a single trace of blood. No sign of violence. Just silence. Then, a janitor reported something unusual. There was a wounded dog in the basement. It had been beaten badly. Barely breathing, but someone took it before I arrived. Following a faint trail of blood, they found a crumpled, bloodied tissue near a parked car. Then the basement camera finally gave them answers. Before entering the elevator, the young woman had witnessed something horrifying. A man was brutally beating a small white poodle tied to a railing in the shadows of the parking lot. The dog was shaking, bloodied, helpless. She didn't call security. She ran straight toward him, shouting. The man shoved her aside, but she grabbed the dog and, when he raised his fist again, she bit him, hard, on the arm. The blood on her hands? It wasn't hers. It was his. She clutched the injured dog, bleeding from its nose, and rushed into the elevator. That's why her hands were covered in blood. And that smile? It wasn't madness, it was relief. The quiet victory of saving a life. When security contacted her later, she came back willingly. No excuses. No drama. She simply said, I couldn't let it die there. If no one would stop, I had to. The dog was rushed to a vet. The doctor said if it had arrived 10 minutes later, it would have died from brain trauma. They named it Hope. Police later arrested the man, an offender with a prior record of animal cruelty. But no one forgot the image of that woman, standing in the elevator, blood on her hands, because of a kindness no one expected. Don't be quick to judge someone just because they seem strange. Sometimes, behind blood-stained hands, is a heart gentler than the world will ever know.